Hello, good morning, and welcome to the breakfast show on View Ultimate FM. It's another beautiful Wednesday morning. It's sort of a cold morning. I don't know about you, but at my end, it's really, really cold this morning. I'm glad to be here once again with you. Do well to join us on Facebook at Ultimate FM, like our page to get notified anytime we're live to be part of all our programs. Follow us on Instagram at official Ultimate FM and YouTube at Ultimate FM. You can also listen to us live via our website at www.viewradiofm.com. I am your host, Mercy Carter, for the program. The newspaper headlines will come to you right after this short break, so stay tuned.
Yes, yes, yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. Do you have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081 687 09103, 090 416 26640, and 091 374 23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio.
View Radio. View Radio FM. We are the best.
One day, come on, leave this radio for me now. I enjoy this View Radio.
Hey, get a living for me for View Radio. Well, like me, I did enjoy them for me. I did go for now, go.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this View Radio.
You're welcome back to the breakfast show on View Ultimate FM. Don't forget that you can join us live on Facebook at Ultimate FM and like our page to get notified anytime we're live to be part of our programs. Now let's look at what the newspapers have for us this morning. On the Nigerian Tribune, 2023, persons seeking to be president at age 75 years above should think twice, Makinde. Ahead of the 2023 general election, Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde on Tuesday charged persons aged 75 years and above to think twice about seeking to run the country, arguing that the task of leadership needed a lot of energy. Makinde, in the same vein, said it was also expedient for Nigerians to choose wisely by electing people who truly have the energy to serve the country. I couldn't agree better. I think this is one of the truest things that someone has said in recent times about the whole people running for the 2023 elections, or people that have made their intention known of running for office. It's not really about just saying I've ruled before and I know how the country is. The way the country was before is not the same way it is again. And we need someone that has a whole lot of energy. We don't want a president, that would be going for treatment outside the country every 2 months or every 3 months. And he will be so frail that he won't be able to rule the country himself, and he will just sit down and not do anything. There are a whole lot of things that need to be changed in this country. There are a whole lot of things that are currently in a mess, and we need someone with energy, someone that still has the brain and the capacity to make sure that he can run everything properly. Trust me, it is not a day's work, and it is not something that you just say, okay, I've ruled, like I said, I've ruled before, so trust me, I can do it again. It's not really about ruling before. It's about the fact that you need to have the right energy. You need to have the capacity. You need to have the, the brain. That is the word. You need to have the brain to be able to rule this country properly. Because without that, trust me, the what we're complaining about, we keep complaining about it for the next 4 or 8 years again. Still on the Nigerian Tribune, gunmen kill policeman, kidnap expatriate in Edo. Gunmen suspected to be kidnappers have abducted an expatriate working with Heartland Construction Company in the small town of Idegun, Esako West local government area of Edo State. This is coming less than 1 year after another expatriate working for the company was abducted at Aho on the Benin bypass. So if it has happened before and it's happening again, which means it is something that the government needs to look into. Probably the kidnappers in Edo State, they like foreigners. They think that probably when they kidnap these people, they have money, they work in big construction companies and they are not Nigerians. So probably they have the mindset that they will have one big money to pay, or they are going to pay their ransom in dollars. Maybe that's what is going through their minds, and that is the more reason why the government of that particular state and the company that these people work for need to make sure that they are protected. If you know that so many eyes are on your workers, especially the ones that are foreigners, the expatriates, which means you have to make sure that they are well protected. Not especially in times like this. Before now, you could actually walk freely, whether you're a foreigner, whatever, anything you are, you can actually walk freely and nobody's going to say anything or disturb you. But now, even to the least local government chairman, people now feel like this man has one big money, so let's kidnap him. This person has one big money, so let's kidnap him and ask for one very outrageous sum as ransom so that his family will pay. And at the end of the day, sometimes they even still kill these people. And that is why you need to be very careful, because now they don't just kidnap and ask for ransom again. Sometimes they go ahead to kill the person. You can see what happened in the case of the little girl in Kano State with the proprietor. So that is the more reason why people need to be careful. If you know that these things keep reoccurring, if you know that in your state there's a particular pattern of crime, I think the security agencies in that particular state need to look more into that area. If you know that expatriates are being kidnapped a lot in a particular area, in a particular place, I think you need to make sure that the expatriates are safe, because trust me, these are the kind of things that put Nigeria in a bad light or in a bad scene in the international world. So people say that country, if you go there, they're going to kidnap you. If you are, from another country, or if they just perceive that you're a white person and you have money, if you go there for any sort of job whatsoever, you're going to be kidnapped. And so these people need to be very careful. And even to the expatriates, you cannot rely solely. I always say this, not just Nigerians now and people that come into the country to do one sort of business or the other. You can never be too careful. You do not just rely solely on security agencies. Make sure you yourself are well protected. On the Nigerian Tribune as well, police arrest additional 28 suspects in Niger, recover arrows, cutlasses, knives, Indian hemp, and others. Niger State Police Command said additional 28 suspects have been arrested in connection with the crisis in part of Minna, the state capital. The arrest, the police said, is part of the continuous onslaught against youth, restiveness, thuggery, and other acts of criminality in the metropolis. I'm really happy that they were caught. I'm happy that they were caught, and I'm happy that the arms were recovered. But another thing we need to ask, okay, although these arms are not arms that people do not usually have access to, cutlasses, arrows, they are regular things, and it just shows that people need to be more careful. Like I always emphasize, we should be more careful. These people are young people. I always say this: the rate of poverty in the country is really driving youths to do things that in their wildest dreams they wouldn't have even believed they would do. Killing people with knives, with cutlasses, with arrows, because of what? Just to get one thing or the other. So people need to be more careful. I'm happy that the security agencies in that particular state did something about it, noticing that there was a trend. They were killing people in Minna, and they went and made sure that they caught these people. And that is what the police needs to always do. When you notice that there's a particular trend of crime in a particular area of a state or anywhere in the country, you need to make sure that you look more into that particular area, focus more on that area, instead of just standing by the roadside every time and collecting money from innocent people. Why not focus on the places that crime is really happening? You hardly see people just walk on the road and start kidnapping people. You know the places. These people, you know the areas. The police know the areas that this thing happen more. So why not go there? That is your job, obviously. All right, that was it this morning on the Nigerian Tribune. When we come back for this break, more headlines. Stay tuned.
Yes, yes, yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
View Radio.
Vio Radio.
View Radio.
You radio.
Vio Radio FM. We are the best.
One day, come on, leave this radio for me now. I dey enjoy this VO radio.
Kai ne gida leave him for me for PO radio. Wallahi me I dey enjoy am for me. Haji ko to na gode.
Hello. Give me the full volume of this FM. I'm enjoying this View Radio.
Yes, yes, yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. You need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun. Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to cap it all up, nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
Alright, welcome back to the Breakfast Show on View Ultimate FM. Join us live on Facebook at Ultimate FM and like our page to get notified anytime we're live to be part of our programs. Now, on the Punch newspaper this morning, Abuja nurses demand justice for slain colleague. The Federal Capital Territory Council of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives has lamented that the killers of one of its members, Grace Dauda, are yet to be apprehended. This is as the group called for improvement on security intelligence and surveillance in the FCT and its environs. Dauda was murdered on January 5th at her residence in Outer Balefi, Karu local government area of Nasarawa State by unknown persons. She was until her death the chief nursing officer of the Federal Medical Center, Jabi Abuja. You know, in recent times there have been cases of people going into people's houses, especially in Abuja. Like later part of last year, we're hearing about it a lot. So they enter into people's houses, random people, and they just kill them, just assassinate them. without, without robbing them or taking anything from them. They just kill them and go out of the house. And in many of those cases, I know I heard of a chef that was killed last year in Abuja, and another person as well was also killed in Abuja, and now this nurse. And in fact, in all the cases, nobody has been arrested, nobody has been apprehended. The killers have not yet been caught. So there is no way of getting them, and that is because in most houses, like what the nurses have said, in most places there's no proper surveillance. So the police was not there at the scene of the crime, so obviously they might not know the faces of the person, and in many cases there was no witness. So how are they supposed to get who the people were? And that is because there's no proper surveillance. And not in other parts of the world, you see incidents where someone is killed in a very obscure area, and then there are surveillance cameras all over, and it's very easy for them to identify the person, except the person was masked. And even when the person was masked, with their strong level of intelligence, they're able to fish out the person's face. But here in Nigeria, there is no form of surveillance whatsoever. So if you're in your house alone and someone comes into your house, God forbid, and kills you, nobody is ever going to know, because there was nobody around you and there was no form of surveillance to make sure that even when the police comes for investigation, the people or the persons involved are going to be caught. And that is what we actually need right now in this country. We don't just need situations where someone just kill. In the 3 cases of this murder in Abuja especially, nothing has been done about it. And I'm happy that the Nigerian Association of Nurses and Midwives in Abuja are actually calling on the government, on the federal government, to make sure that they look into this situation. The blood of these innocent people cannot just go. The people that did this need to be punished for their crimes, because we need to know what exactly is happening. Is it a chain of assassination? Because you just come into someone's house, you don't rob the person, you don't ask for anything, you just kill the person and walk away. Is it people that are close to them that are doing it? We need to know what exactly is happening so that people can be on the alert. On the Punch paper as well, Lagos housewife allegedly kills husband with pressing iron during argument. A housewife identified as Motunrayo has allegedly killed her husband Alaba, aka Bama, in the Agbuleba area of Lagos State. Punch Metro gathered that the couple had an argument at their house, which degenerated into a fight. The woman was allegedly to have plugged a pressing iron, which she used to inflict burns on her husband's chest. The victim was said to have died from the injuries. Very, very funny crimes that people do nowadays. So I don't know how someone, like a wife, you claim that you love your husband and then you stand up, you guys have an argument. I don't really want to know whatever the reason for the argument was. I don't want to know what ensued or what made the argument. Although in this case, I think I've read this story before, and according to the whole thing, they said according to the woman, the husband was cheating on her. But then killing your husband is not the solution to the cheating. Why not just walk out of the marriage instead of killing the man? And now you didn't just, it's a different story, just like what we were saying about the school proprietor that killed the little girl. You said you were scared because the girl had seen your face. Okay. And you killed her with rat poison. Okay, we could actually excuse that one, that was out of fear. But then you cut her body, you chopped her body into pieces. It's the same thing that was happening to this housewife. You were angry that your husband cheated on you, but you had the guts to plug iron, pressing iron, and actually, is he a clothes? You ironed your husband's chest, and you were looking at him while he was in pain. I mean, I wonder how people do this, and you claim that you actually love the man, but you had the audacity to do that. Watch this man die. Watch this man, die out of injuries. Because of what? Because he cheated on you. Like I always say, why not just walk out of the marriage? It's really not worth it at all. Alright, still on the Punch paper, 4 killed, 24 abducted, 73 houses razed in Chibok terror attack. The chairman of the Chibok local government area, Borno State, Umar Ibrahim, has confirmed the death of 4 people during ISWAP attacks on different communities in the council over the weekend. He also announced the abduction of 24 others by the insurgents. Addressing the state governor, Professor Babagana Zulum, during a visit to Chibok, the chairman said the terrorists had identified attacks on communities in the area due to its proximity to the Sambisa forest where the jihadists hide. No wonder. So now I get it. Because Chibok is really, really close to the Sambisa forest. So these people just come out. The closest to them, they come out and they just kill people. And which is why that particular community needs to be secured. If possible, everybody in that community should even be evacuated from there and, made to stay somewhere else. Because it is not, imagine how many people have been killed now and how many houses have been lost. In due time, probably, if things are not looked into, they might just wipe out the entire community and everybody there just because they can, and because there is no proper security. When you know that this place is very, very, it shares high proximity with the Sambisa forest, why are security operatives not there round the clock? Why are they leaving the community just like that? Do these people have the necessary tools that they need to fight these people? Of course not. They are civilians. They might not have arms in their houses, and it's a village, a very small village that security operatives can just surround. The government should give this order. This place is not safe. The security operatives should be there 24 hours at every time to make sure that these people are secure. Because now these people just feel like the community is very porous. It's a small place, it's a small village. So they just come into the place anytime and kill whoever they want. And so the government needs to look into this. I'll keep on calling on the government because they are our leaders. They are the only ones we have. If they give the order, definitely these people are going to do their work. So they should make sure that they look into things like this. When you notice that this place is known for killings, make sure. Chibok is the same place that in what year girls were kidnapped from school. Same thing, and now people are still being killed in that same community. How many people are going to be left if everybody is killed? The government really needs, the state government, needs to do something about it, as well as the federal government. That was it this morning on the Punch newspaper. After this break, we'll take more headlines. Stay tuned.
Yes, yes, yes. It's VO Resort and Event Center. Do you need some time away from the hustle and bustle of the city to relax, kick back, and have some fun? Time off with family, friends, and that special someone. You have an event and need a beautiful, accommodating space to host your guests? Look no further. VO Resort and Event Center has got your back. With our 1,000-seater hall, restaurant and bar, poolside, gym, tennis courts, golf course, VIP space, kids play courts, alluring bedrooms, and a serene environment to capital of. Nothing is left uncovered. VO Resort and Event Center is located at kilometer 36 Ishara, Agoiwoye Road, Ishara Remo, Ogun State. Telephone 081-687-09103, 090-416-26640, and 091-374-23830. With VO Resort and Event Center, you've made the right choice.
You're listening to the best radio station on the planet. The radio station you can't live without. This is your